Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you for my subscribers. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And you can win a free oracle reading or an oracle deck of your choice that's available. Okay, let's begin. I just got these, so I'm going to start with these. Dream reading cards. Okay. Let me shuffle the deck. This is for the week, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, let me fan them out. It says freedom. And then it says, free yourself from limiting beliefs and attitudes. Be an advocate of freedom so others can be free to pursue your dreams, and unshackle the chains that bind you from being the person you want to be. So that's freedom. We're going to pick one more card. Let me shuffle the deck. Shuffle one time. Fan them out. This is 19, food. And it says, what is no longer sustaining you in real life? Where do you see yourself in the food chain? Is your life abundant, or are you lacking in any area? So that's food. Okay, we'll do these two cards. Number 50, freedom. Okay, I found it. Freedom. Take someone who doesn't keep score, who's not looking to be richer or afraid of losing, who has not the slightest interest even in his own personality. He's free. That was the quote. It says, free yourself from old habits, repressing rules, and people who hold you back. Fly on the wings of your dreams. Shed conventions and restrictions and go beyond what is expected of you. Ideals and aspirations are fine, but you need to have the freedom to pursue them. Unshackle your own chains and any ties that keep you from being free to express yourself as the human being that you are. There are no mistakes on the journey to freedom, only lessons to be learned. Don't beat yourself up. Free your mind from negative and belittling beliefs. When your thoughts are bound up by fear, your nightmares become a reality, and you become a prisoner of fear itself. To evolve, you must make choices to set you free from your limiting beliefs. Give yourself permission to fail by using your free will as many times as you wish. Do better the second time or the third time. Take your time to get it right. Try and try again so that you are that much closer to tasting your freedom. Take out one chain link at a time. Even when it seems impossible that you will ever experience freedom, know that it is possible. Nelson Mandela is the proof of that. He never stopped believing not only that he would be free from jail, but that his people would become free to govern their country. Become an advocate for freedom. Freedom of speech, mental freedom, financial freedom, religious freedom, emotional freedom, physical freedom, and freedom of choice. Allow others to make their own choices regardless of your personal views. So that was freedom. Number 19, food. Food symbolizes your basic needs for emotional and mental nourishment. Themes: being hungry, celebrating at a party, rotten food, delicious food, losing food, inability to feed children, animal taking food, fighting for food. Dreaming of eating food suggests that you have a need for nourishment in mind, body, and spirit. If you are dieting and changing your diet, your dreams may be a reflection of cravings for the old foods. Generally, dreaming of food means that you may be craving for an experience. Lack of food indicates you may feel deprived of basic human needs such as affection, recognition, and social interaction. Food serves many purposes. It satisfies your hunger, keeps you alive and healthy, brings enjoyment and gratification. It also is used for celebrations. Depending on the type of food in the dream, your feelings towards that food is important to note. Preparing healthy food, for example, is an indication that you want to adopt a more balanced lifestyle. If you dream that cooking is a chore, perhaps you are bored and need to inject more creativity in your life. Perhaps you have a creative project going. Particular foods have specific meanings. If you dream about bread, it means basic needs for survival. Fruits and vegetables, fertile and wholesome ideas. Meats and protein, strength. Sweets, indulgence. Fast food, impulsive, unhealthy attitudes. Meals shared at a table represent your social attitudes. A feast or party reflects your many options to search for new experiences, opinions, and ideas. Look at the choices you are making in your life. Rotten food that you refuse to ingest signals that which is toxic and you do not wish to partake in. It may be a notion or principle that you cannot digest in real life. This also applies to choking on and vomiting food. We all need food to nourish and sustain us. Your attitude to food in the dream will determine what needs nourished in your real life. So that was dream reading cards. I also got other new ones. Zodiac reading cards by Patsy Bennett. Okay, let me shuffle these up for the first time. See what the Zodiac has to say for this week. I bet it's interesting. 3 shuffles. Okay, we'll fan them out. Okay. Let's pick this one. It says, Sun in Leo, joy. And then it says, a time of celebration and success. Pick one more. Eclipse in Aries, collaboration. And then it says, boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. We'll use those two. If you see smoke, it's incense burning. So don't be alarmed. Okay, we'll go with Sun in Leo. Number 5. Joy, a time of celebration and success. This can be a time of great joy and success in which you will attract upbeat people. Family and friends will prove to be helpful, and likewise you will help them, creating a network of support. Abundance in life will come your way if you believe that it will. Finances can improve. Believe in yourself and the fact that the universe supports you first of all, and all else will fall into place. Generate joy, optimism, and happiness, and this will become your reality. This card reminds you that you generate your own happiness. To make the most of your abilities, your self-esteem and self-worth must be intact. This is a time to focus on your motivation, your own inner dynamo that is generator of all you do, of all your actions. Align your actions with your intentions. Be courageous and assertive. Believe that you can succeed. It's time to push yourself forward to be number 1, king or queen of the jungle. A fresh venture may ask you that you take the initiative, act confidently, and are decisive. You have stood in the shadows for too long, and it's time you assert yourself and express your inner wishes. You may feel motivated to begin a new enterprise, especially in association with their creativity, music, and art. Children and a change in your personal circumstances will ask you that you act confidently but without ego or drama. A creative or family circumstance will put the spotlight on you. Remember that pride comes before a fall, so when the spotlight is on you, assert yourself lovingly, not aggressively, and the joy you generate will come back to you tenfold. That was the Sun in Leo. Now we got the eclipse in Aries, collaboration number 25. Boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. You are a spiritual being, experiencing life in the physical, earthly domain, learning your own life lessons. Be led by your interests, and above all, love with all your heart. This card can refer to a karmic connection, such as a soulmate or someone you feel drawn to, and signifies the time is ripe for a business or personal collaboration. You will feel fulfilled by expressing your true self and finding out more about your purpose in life. You may wish to follow the yellow brick road and complete a project you feel truly motivated by. Express your latent talents, and learn new ways to get ahead. However, it's possible that you feel shy or unable to express yourself assertively. You may feel eclipsed by someone else. It's important at this time to see the other person's viewpoint, but also to be assertive. Avoid tempers and controlling behavior. Assert yourself lovingly and allow new ventures and relationships to enter your sphere. Relationships are fast track to learning at this time, so seek to understand yourself and others if you feel your way is being blocked by them. Show compassion and understanding for those who are unable to understand you. Avoid being reactive, by proactive instead. Seek a balanced outlook to what is your path in life and what is another's path. Your paths may intersect, but need to only continue together if the relationship is healthy and mutually supportive. Changes in your relationships can be symptomatic of big picture turning points in your learning curve. So try to see relationships in the broader perspective of your personal development. Those are two good cards too. So seek balance in your relationships, and you're passionate about your projects at this time. Okay, I'm going to go to Oracle cards. We're going to start with Earth Magic. Let me shuffle the cards. Three times. I'm going to fan them out. Okay, pick this one. Cloud shape-shifting. Spring equinox, rebirth. Okay, let's go with these two cards. Cloud shape-shifting, page 32. Okay, in both subtle and more dramatic ways, you can shapeshift by your choice of clothing, hairstyle, adornments, and even mannerisms, such as facial expression, gestures, and the way you talk, or walk, By adjusting these along with your internal attitude, you can actually display different personas. When you experiment with these variations of self-expression that are not how you ordinarily present yourself, others will react to you, depending on the degree in which your persona contrasts with the one they are most familiar with. Be like the clouds as you try out different forms, stretching your limits at times, willing to move and adjust as necessary. Lift your head up, square your shoulders, and stand tall such that your chest and heart open to the world and know how this feels. You may feel vulnerable at first, but stay with it. Then let your shoulders fall forward slightly, pull your chest inward, an inch or two and let your head drop a little. Observe how this feels. Experiment with contracting your aura, your energy field, then expand it as far as you comfortably can. By this kind of shape-shifting, you can consciously choose your expression into the world. Just remember who you are at the core. So that was shape-shifting. Try different things. Put on makeup when you usually don't. Do your hair differently. Reach up to the clouds. Spring equinox, rebirth. 128. You thought this passage you have been through would never end. Just as certain that the light of the world fades every few months, it makes its return, and the earth rejoices. The fresh breath of spring sweeps away the cobwebs acquired from the absence of the light. The light is now obviously increasing as nature begins to emerge in all her many forms, shapes, and colors that remind us of the continual cycles of Earth Mother. This cycle of rebirth you are experiencing follows a considerably challenging time. Any tears you may have shed have cleared the way for what has been gestating, which is now ripe and ready to emerge. That which is no longer serves you needs to be put to rest so that a freshness and newness of spirit can make itself known to you. Sometimes birth can be painful, particularly in the passage just before delivery, yet what emerges can be fresh and beautiful. Be with the emergence of this new cycle with faith and grace. So this new cycle may be hard, but you can get through it gracefully. Okay, we're going to do Spirit of the Animal Oracle. Spirit Animal Oracle. Let me shuffle the cards. Three times. Okay, and I'm out. It's a big deck. Lots of cards here. This one was hard to get out. Number 41, Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. So love is all around. That's a good card to get. One more time. Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. Number 4. So love is all around and be fearless and bold. That speaks for itself. Number 41. Oracle message. In the darkness of night, Nightingale Spirit sings her song of love and hope, a harbinger of dawn to remind you that the sun will rise again soon. You are so loved, and the illumination song of the Nightingale Spirit calls to you a new level of self-awareness and connection to the light. Yes, there is shadow and darkness, but love and prosperity exist everywhere, even in the seemingly emptiness of space, darkness, and a starless night. Hearken to the message, letting the music of the Nightingale song remind you that love is all around. Feel it and trust it in tomorrow's light, renewing your ability to recognize that the spaces that appear empty are filled with love and abundance. Illumination will happen soon. So illumination will happen soon. Let's try number 4. See what number 4 says. Oracle message. Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off, and the results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of Badger Spirit is the surety that taking a risk now and being courageous, fearless, and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your will and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that Spirit deems best for you. Badger Spirit says you have what it takes to get what you want, so assert yourself. Be fearless and bold, shining your light as your purpose calls you into the world. New relationships are also given a green light now. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Badger Spirit loves your brave and mighty heart. And then it goes on to have a protection message, and that's it. But I'm not going to read all that. If you want to hear all that, you're going to have to buy her deck. Those are two very good cards. They're all good cards. Okay, I'm going to go to Heal Yourself reading cards. By Anna Segal. Let me shuffle the deck. Three shuffles. And I'm out. We're only going to pick one from here. Home. Number 35, home. Whoop, sorry. Okay. Let me read that one. Okay. How do you keep recreating home? In the context of this teaching, let's use the word home to describe your unconscious ability to attract intimate partners with the positive and negative qualities your parents instilled in you. This card honors the wounded child in you that keeps recreating home, hoping to get your childhood development codependency needs met. You might even provoke the other to act or look like your original parent. In a world where there are so many of our natural emotions were not encouraged and worse yet suppressed, you are now encouraged to feel the feelings trapped inside you and that consciously sabotage your life. For some of us, home was an amazing, empowering, and happy place, but for most of us, it was lacking. There was an unease and hurt. It is imprinted in your nervous system, with forces that dysfunction you had with your parents to rise to the surface with your current partner and people close to you. So it's time to be courageous and bold and work with the people closest to you. Now I'm going to do the Moonology cards. Moonology Oracle. One of my favorite decks. Three shuffles. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. Pick one more. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Those are two very good ones. Surrender to the divine, meditate and contemplate. So maybe you need to go inside yourself and surrender to the divine or your higher power, whatever you call your higher power. Meditate and contemplate on it. Let's see what it says in the book. Full moon, page 32. Okay. The very word climax brings all sorts of ideas and images to mind, agreed? But it really is the feeling of this card. Life is coming to a head, a point, a conclusion, or a turning point. There may be some kind of change and possibly even some sort of an emotional explosion. Tune into your emotions now and see what they're telling you. They're very likely close to the surface no matter when the moon cycle you've pulled this card. Matters will soon conclude and you'll find out whether or not your wishes are going to come true. The odds are in your favor as this is a positive card, but you may need to work harder than usual to keep cool as the events unfold. Additional meanings for this card. A wish you made may be about to come true. It's make or break time. There could be a sense of madness in the air. Breathe deep and stay calm. You may need to forgive someone to release negative energy. And it's time to let go of the past and move on. So that's what that card means. And then we got New Moon in Pisces. Page 64. Oh, I just had it. Okay, here we go. Meditate and contemplate. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhat between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're on to a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring out manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the Zodiac, and the New Moon and Pisces cards can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. And then it says additional meanings for this card is face your fears, they may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Narayani. And avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. So this one even talks about meaning surrender to the divine. So both of these are telling you you need to meditate, contemplate, you need to heal, you need to surrender to your higher power, speak to your higher power, pray, meditate. Your higher power is calling you, and they want you to come back to them. So that was Moonology. Now we're going to do a butterfly oracle. By Doreen Virtue. Let me fold cards. Let me shuffle the cards. Three times. Keep the faith. So keep your faith. One more card. Moving. So someone's moving or have moved. Maybe you're changing religions. Or your spirituality is changing. Let's read Keep the Faith. Page 55. Some of the changes you've experienced have been challenging, and this card urges you to keep your faith in divine intervention and positive outcomes. After all, lapsing into pessimism won't help the situation. Faith can come in many forms, such as reconnecting with God through prayer or reviewing all the times when everything worked out for the best. Faith is an inner knowing that your experiences are purposeful and that you'll have a happy ending, which is true. Additional meanings. spiritual or religious study, a spiritual or religious community, prayer vigil, optimism, hope, and a positive outlook. Well, that was a beautiful card. And then we got moving. Page 63. This card indicates that you're moving or just moved into a new home. This is a huge change affecting every part of your life. On one hand, it's a wonderful way to clear the energy and start anew. On the other hand, the upheaval can be very disruptive. This card acknowledges how much your current or impending move affects you. With this relocation, self-care becomes even more important. Take time to rest instead of rushing to get everything immediately completed. Keep up your normal routines of exercise and healthful eating. You need your strength and energy for this move and during the adjustment period as well. Self-care also includes exploring your new neighborhood and making new friends. Additional meanings: changing your workplace, redecorating or remodeling, a second home or vacation, moving your body through a new exercise program, and an emotionally moving experience. So if you're not physically moving, you're having an emotionally moving experience. If you're not, so if you didn't move or if you're not moving, that's probably what that means. Alright, let's go on to something else. What are we going to do next? How about Crystal Spirits from Colette Baron Reed? I love her. I love her Oracle decks. I think everybody should get her Oracle decks. Crystal Spirits. Three times. Okay. We got Auralite, number 8. You see how they have a face in the crystal? Can you see it? It means somebody's watching over you, I feel. Well, obviously your higher power is. You're being taken care of and watched over. And this is Aegarine. I believe I said it right. Aegarine, number 1. So we got 2 beautiful cards. Number 1 resembles beginnings. So there's a new beginning and a new start of something coming. Let's check out Auralite, number 8. Essential meaning: mindfulness, meditation on the present. To be mindful is to be aware of now rather than distracted by the past or future and any thoughts of oughts, shoulds, and might-haves. Your quest for healing requires discovering what you are truly thinking and feeling when you are not distracting yourself. Auralite Spirit calls you to be mindful of your needs right now, for this may be a time to let tears flow or laughter arise, to recognize something so subtle that you previously missed it, or to understand that you are so much more than what you can accomplish or produce. Be here in this moment, fully present and accepting of what is. Make the time to meditate today and simply observe what you know and feel without starting to talk to yourself out of it or into something else. No matter how hard this moment may seem, simply by observing it, you will change it. And then it goes on to have a relationship message, a prosperity message, and a crystal spirit meditation. But if you want to read all that, you have to buy our deck. Okay, Aegon, number 1. Essential meaning: integrity, solidarity, impeccability, reliability, consistency. Although we are always evolving, we all possess deeply held values that we do not have to compromise. Your personal integrity matters, so if you're feeling pressure to say yes when your heart says no, or to be something you're not, listen to the message A Grind Spirit brings to you. Now's the time to remember the importance of being reliable and impeccable with your word. If you really wanted to say no, don't say yes for now and try to correct your mistake later. People may struggle to accept your truth and your decisions, but stick to them. Be solid and consistent, because what matters to you deep down matters to the conscious universe, who loves you. If you're feeling unsure, doubting whether you have the right to take a stand, become still and reconnect with the conscious universe through this crystal. It's not your job to protect everyone's feelings and keep the peace at all costs. You don't have to rush about smoothing everything over. Be at peace as you stand firm for your deepest values that are in sync with your purpose, and the conscious universe wants you to feel and be stronger right now. There you go. Your higher power wants you to be stronger right now. Stand tall and firm. Stay true to yourself. Now we're going to do nature spirit. Native spirit, I'm sorry. I think this is the last deck I'm going to do because my video is getting long. I don't know how long you're supposed to have a video, but I might be able to get through all my decks. I only have 2 more decks to go. We'll do it. Let's see what this week has to say with all my decks. Okay, native spirit. Grandfather Sky. One more. Talking stick. Huh. Wonder what they have to say. Okay, Grandfather Sky. Page 54. Card meaning. This is your time to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, vitality, health, healing, and passion. These qualities are expanding in your life. The sky's the limit. You are a healer and a channel for life force of the universe. Your ability to sense energy fields is increasing dramatically. Be prepared to soar to new heights. And then it has, your native spirit wants you to know. Okay, I'll read it. Your native spirit wants you to know, when you receive the Grandfather Sky card, you're entering into an expansive cycle. Do not hold back and repress what you feel. Your body and spirit will become drained. If you strive to meet everyone's expectations, but forget to honor your own needs, your energy field becomes dull. If you allow your emotions and needs the freedom to be spontaneously expressed, waves of incredible energy will expand inside of you. Running on your own resources, it's easy to become drained. However, letting the divine light of the Creator flow through you easily replenishes your soul. And then it has a journey message, but if you want to read it, you're going to have to buy his deck. Okay, talking stick. 105. Card meaning. Speak your truth. The soul loves the truth. Communicate from your heart and share your reality without hesitation. Be willing to stand before the crowd and share from your center. This isn't the time to be shy and hesitant. It's a time to heal through communications. You have the gift of a true leader through the way you communicate with others. Those are 2 good ones. You have a gift of a true healer by communicating with others. Now we're going to do Queen of the Moon Oracle. Okay, let me shuffle the deck. I like these cards too. I like all my cards. plan them out. Okay, I picked 2. Here's one. Patience. 36, patience. Says green corn moon. Okay. Pick another one. Egg moon. Trust. Number 32. So we got patience and trust. Let's look up number 36. Green corn moon. Patience. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. The time has come to learn patience and avoid the lure of instant gratification. Slow down. Take your time. Things are happening, you just can't see it yet. Be loving and patient with your body. And then there's a quote. It says, I take my time to enjoy the journey. That was a good one. Then we got number 32. Egg moon, trust. Trust yourself. Develop self-trust and joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities. Begin to plan carefully for the future. And the quote is, it is the beginning and I trust myself in all things. So trust and patience. Okay, we got one more. And it is messages from your animal spirit guides. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle. Okay, we'll take this one. Tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. So you're being called upon to provide leadership. Let's do this one. Snow leopard. Take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. So you're being called upon to provide leadership and spend some time in solitude. Probably with your higher power. Or meditating. Okay, let's find tiger. Page 117. Let me find it. Okay, here we go. Being an effective and compassionate leader requires that you know the art of balancing yin and yang, discerning when to advance and when to yield, and pay attention to the subtleties and the flow of the group process, while simultaneously staying attuned to your own intuitive voice. Whether your role as leader applies to your family, friends, employees, or a nation, you must listen to those around you and respond to their needs with strength and compassion. And when you deem it necessary, you need to follow your own sensibilities, even though others may disagree with you. To the best of your ability, make your decisions based on what you determine to be for the greatest good, rather than catering to self-serving needs. Fear and doubt may arise at times, but don't let them deter you from your purpose. The best leaders aren't perfect, but they're willing to take calculated risks, based on their own convictions and passionate desire to do the right thing. On occasion, you may stumble or even fall, but don't let that impede the acceptance of the leadership you're being called to provide. Others are looking to you for guidance. Don't let it go to your head, but do let it go to your heart. Wow, that was a good one. Now I got Snow Leopard. Page 111. Here, I just had, okay. Take some time out from your usual life and spend it in solitude. It can be difficult these days to spend time in solitude, to unplug, get off the electronic grid, and find a quiet place in your near nature. Yet it's important to do so at this time. Turn off the phone, computer, and television, if only for a few hours. Although you may feel a little anxious and restless when you first do so, these feelings will pass. Use the time for contemplation and meditation. It's not isolation, it's solitude. Solitude is a conscious and loving choice to be alone for a period of time, while isolation is habitual and reflexive coping pattern to avoid discomfort and intimacy. If possible, take a full day by yourself and just do whatever you feel like doing. Whatever length of time you spend it in solitude, be sure to write as often as you can in your journal. If you should feel guilty or anxious about the thought of doing this, or even while you're actually doing it, use your breath to help you relax. As much as you possibly can during the period of alone time, remind yourself to breathe and relax. Whenever you notice your breathing becoming shallow, take 3 or 4 slow, deep breaths and watch how your tension and anxiety dissipate. And enjoy the feeling of having this sacred place of solitude surrounding you. And remember, you're never really alone. Those are 2 awesome cards. Okay, well that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I'd really appreciate it. And I thank you for my support. Or for your support. Not my support. Well, have a great week. Bye.